Catherine. I'm Angelica from Vogue magazine. I'm here to ask you a couple questions about your latest film project.
Yes, come on in.
Thank you. So, what is your product?
So my product is a film opening titled Lucid. And basically Lucid is about a group of girls who are raised with the Christian faith, and throughout the film we're able to see some of their slight sinful natures come into play and the complications that come with that throughout the film, and that is what leads to the plot twists in our film.
Okay. And what is the social group your film focuses on, and why did you choose it?
So we decided that we wanted to focus on the Christian faith and Christian religion as our social group because it's such a prominent group in America and around the world, and we wanted to really focus on that because now I don't really know of many, movies, especially in the thriller horror genre, that focus on religion. And so I wanted to create a unique film that focuses on something that not many people get to see.
And what research did you do to prepare for your film?
So me and my partner Claire did a lot of research. Come with me.
Thanks.
So me and my partner did a lot of research on the Christian faith and the history behind Christianity in order to prepare ourselves for our film. So we first researched and looked into different Bible verses that really correspond with the film that we were planning on making, and we wanted to include this at the beginning of our film. And so the verse that we chose was Luke 16:28, and you'll be able to see that at the beginning of our film and how it corresponds to our movie. Along with that, we also did research on the 5 books of the Old Testament, and those correspond to each of our characters throughout our film. Along with that, we did research deep into the Christian faith about the pentagram and what it meant before it had evil connotations. And so before the pentagram had evil connotations, the 5 points of the star meant the 5 senses of Jesus, and it corresponded with Christianity and had positive connotations until it flipped into something evil. And so later on in the film, you'll be able to see how that really corresponds into what happens in our movie.
Okay. And what was your casting process like?
So our casting process was really unique because we were, filming at such a small, film production company. So we had to go with, the people that we know around us. And so we kind of chose the people who act throughout our film and the people to play our characters based off of their personalities in real life. So that way they would be able to play the roles better, as our friends aren't really well-known actors.
And how did you choose your location?
We live in Florida where there's so many different beaches to choose from, but we wound up choosing Lido Key because it's the most quiet beach around us. And there's a lot of beautiful scenery and a lot of background, pieces that really go with our film.
Okay. And how did you decide on costuming choices for your characters?
So we decided on costume choices based off of the books of the Old Testament that each of our characters was based upon. So my character, Lexi, is based off of the book of Leviticus, which has all of the rules and, order in that book. And so my character is really a more orderly person, and their father is the priest. And so I'm dressed kind of more conservative and more, modestly compared to the other characters in our book and what those key elements are in those books as well.
And how does your film represent social groups?
My film represents social groups in a very different light than what is usually seen in the thriller horror genre. Christian faith is not really seen in many movies. I think mostly because people are scared of change and scared of, a different film to come into play and, offending anyone, especially because it's such a large social group. But Steve Neal has a theory talking about how the movies that really become successful and really, catch audiences' eye are the ones that are different, and audiences crave difference. And that's what we were trying to accomplish within our film. We really chose our social group based off of what we wanted to learn more of, and I was raised interfaith, so I was raised with both Jewish and Christian beliefs, so I wanted to be able to learn more and more about the Christian faith.
Catherine, last question. What conventions did you use in your last film?
I'm glad you asked. Follow me. So although we were straying away what common thriller really looks like, we really wanted to incorporate some of those key elements of the thriller horror genre in our film. So one of those key elements is plot twist, which really catches the audience's eye and leaves them with a feeling of tension and anticipation for what's coming next. So that's one thing that we used at the end of our film, which really helped us build suspense and be able to build that suspense and kind of reveal what the overall plot of the movie is. So that's one. Number two is another convention we use, which is change of scene cut length. And so at the beginning of our film, the cuts between our film and the shots are much longer in order to build that anticipation and suspense. And when the plot thickens and we finally get to that climax of our film opening, it becomes much more fast-paced in order to build that anxiety within the audience.
Great. Looking forward to seeing the film, Catherine.
Yes.
Sounds like a great creative endeavor. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much, and thank you for coming.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Of course.
Bye.